Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Shipley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he... Couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
go.
Hey, Mike.
Get it ready.
Throwing again. Shipley. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Go, Mike, what you want? Mike, what you want? Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to
Shoot.
From the gun, Shipley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
To throw again, Shipley. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
I'm coming.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Shipley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. I got it.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 6. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Shipley. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, G. Joker.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check.
2.
On 1st down, Shipley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off play action. Shipley airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 3.
80 weapon.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Operating from the gun, Shipley. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 60 or.
6-man.
On 2nd down, Williams. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Past the there he goes left side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Right there.
He was brought down by 15 hits. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. Shipley. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After one, our score 9-6. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
51 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shipley. And he's going to go down again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
42-yard line.
180. 54.
On 1st down, Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield going top shelf for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Calvin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go! 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Toss play. This is Anderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Shipley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Break.
Mike 51. Watch twist. Watch the edge. Undercrush.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 9. Watch out.
General West. 5.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, Mike 51.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us